Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create, configure, and install an operating system on a virtual machine. So for this video, I'm going to be using VirtualBox as my virtual machine, and I'm going to be installing Ubuntu operating system onto it. So first, you're going to go to Google and search for VirtualBox, download, and click the first link, and it's going to take you to this page. And because I'm using a Windows, I'm going to click on Windows host, and this is gonna show me to download it. And after it's downloaded, you click on the file and it's gonna show you a wizard. You follow it step by step. It's gonna show you how to successfully download it. Once it's successfully downloaded, you're gonna go to Ubuntu. You're gonna go to your browser and search Ubuntu download. After you click on the first link that you get, and it's gonna take you to this page. You're gonna scroll down and click download Ubuntu, and this is going to be downloading the ISO file that you're going to be using later in the virtual machine. And then this is how it's going to look like. Once you have both of those things downloaded and ready, you're going to now go to your VirtualBox and create a virtual new machine. And now we're going to name it. I'm going to name it Dev Ubuntu 1. And then you're going to choose the type, which is going to be Linux, and then you're going to choose the version. I'm going to choose Ubuntu 64-bit. Then you say next. After this, you're going to modify the hardware that you want. I'm going to try to stick inside the green zone because going past the green zone might affect or strain your hardware or your laptop. So we're trying to be safe here. So after this, we're going to say next. After this, we're going to be allocating a virtual hard disk. This is a disk you are allocating for the virtual machine that you're creating. So I'm going to stick to 25 gigabytes. Then I'm going to say next. This is just a summary of everything that we've done. And we're going to do this now. And then after this, we're going to say settings. After settings, you go to storage and say empty. After this, you're going to click the virtual disk and click the Ubuntu ISO file that has been downloaded, and then you're gonna say OK. After this, you're gonna press start. Now this virtual machine is gonna be powering up, and it's gonna now start showing on your computer. Now it's gonna be showing like this, and you press enter to install Ubuntu. Now it's gonna show you this page. Now after clicking that, it's gonna take you to this. You're gonna now see that after this is where we're gonna start installing Ubuntu. Now we're gonna be following a customization process to install Ubuntu. You're gonna press install Ubuntu, click on install Ubuntu. It's gonna show you the keyboard layout. I'm gonna choose the English South Africa, and I'm gonna say continue. And we're gonna stick with the normal installation, say continue. We're gonna choose the installation type. You're gonna choose the first one that it's showing you. This is not gonna erase your hard disk on your laptop, but it's just gonna erase or reboot the virtual machine hard disk that you've allocated. Now we're gonna install it. Gonna say continue. Now it's gonna ask you where you are. You say, because I'm in Johannesburg, it shows you the location. You say continue. You're gonna give it a name. You're gonna give it a password for later on when you have to log into the operating system that you are downloading right now, and you're gonna say continue. You have the option to say you want it to be downloaded on your to be to ask you every time for a password, or it can just simply log in without needing a password. So now it's gonna be downloading. While it's downloading, I'm gonna take you guys through the pros and cons of virtual machines and also platforms and operating system installations. So firstly, we're gonna look at virtual machine pros and cons. So I'm gonna choose one pro, one con for each. For the first one, the pros for virtual machines is resource allocation. You can allocate specific amount of CPU memory and storage to each virtual machine, allowing for efficient resource utilization. And one of the cons is usually performance. Virtual machines might have slightly degraded performance compared to running directly on physical hardware due to virtualization layer. And we're gonna look at platforms. Platforms pros is scalability. Platforms often offer automatic scaling based on demand, ensuring your application can handle varying levels of traffic. But one of the cons is limited control. Platform solutions abstract away the underlying infrastructure, limiting your control over the environment and system configuration. And the next one, we're going to be looking at operating system installation pros and cons. For one of the pros is performance. Running on an operating system directly on hardware generally provides better performance compared to virtualized environments. And for the cons is maintenance. You are responsible for managing updates, patches, and security measures, which can be time consuming. So after this, I'm gonna come back to you once that download is successful. This is gonna take a while, so usually just let it download and it's gonna show you when it's done.